SquareSpace. You've probably heard of this platform through videos where they say this video is sponsored by SquareSpace. You probably know that you can use this to build a website, but is Squarespace a good website builder for you? That is what we're going to explore in this video, where we're going to look at all the features of Squarespace, talk through the added extras that they have, things like email marketing, memberships, and scheduling. And then we'll look at the website builder before giving you a good tip when it comes to designing websites. My name is Jack from No Code MBA. If you're new here, or if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and then check out the description, because we have a free guide on no-code tools and more information about how to build things with our premium courses. So Squarespace is a very popular website builder, and it competes against some of the other more template-based website builders, things like Wix and Weebly. Now, just to get started, if you're thinking about using something a little bit more custom, where you can design things and add in dynamic elements and really just design it in a way that really suits you, then consider something like Webflow. And I'll leave a link with more information about Webflow in the description. And what's going to be interesting as we go through this overview is for you to think about, firstly, is this a good website build for me? And then secondly, are the extras that it adds on, the products that Squarespace has, like email marketing, like the memberships, going to work for you? Or is it better to use a different platform for these things? So we'll go through that in the video. But first, let's just look at the website and look at some of the features that it has in, and also, very importantly, pricing. So it says here, Squarespace, everything to sell anything. And Squarespace has become more of an e-commerce platform over the years, where they've added in the ability for you to sell products online, sell memberships, and also sell services. So the three things here: create the website using their templates, e-commerce made easy, and then market your business. And Squarespace is all about starting with a template. Now, you can create your own templates, but it's going to work for most people where you can choose the template and then edit the website based on that. So it says here, website templates for every purpose. Start with a flexible template, then customize it to fit your style and professional needs with our website builder. I will take a look at the website builder later on in the video. Now, I want to bring your attention to this because, again, this goes into the e-commerce platforms. And when you're thinking about building your website, again, you might start off with, okay, I'm going to write a blog, or I'm going to build something like an app and I need a website for it. And with that in mind, you might be thinking, in the future, I need e-commerce solutions. And it's important to start with that end goal in mind, or the different options that might come up in the future, and choose something that you can grow into. So here it says sell anything online. So get everything you need to power your online store and showcase your products or services at their absolute best. The next one we talked about, schedule appointments and sell classes. So if you are an online coach, a teacher, something like that, then you can use the added product that Squarespace has for scheduling. And we'll look at alternatives too. And then this is important too, get your community with membership sites. So another product that you can add on is the membership site, where you can have content behind a paid wall and then paid members get access to that content. I know we made a video on this recently about two options you can use to create online courses, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description. Now, let's get into the pricing and features. And what they have here are 4 plans. They have personal, business, commerce, and commerce advanced. And with most website builders, you can do annual or monthly, and it just changes based on that. And then obviously the monthly is a little bit more flexible, and it will allow you to go from the different tiers, upgrade or downgrade. And they're just looking at the key features here. You'll have mobile optimized websites. All website builders do these days. Templates to fit every need, so you can use the Squarespace templates, and a free custom domain. Now, it's worth noting here that you can buy your domain name through Squarespace, or you can get it from elsewhere and then point it to Squarespace. Now, as we start going up the tiers to business, we can see it has advanced website analytics, fully integrated e-commerce with the 3% transaction fee, and checkout on your domain. So people can be on your domain and use the checkout process and buy things from you. Then the next tier, we have powerful merchandising. And then the next tier, we have advanced shipping, advanced discounting, and sell subscriptions. Now, I like to toggle this to compare plans because we can really go into depth here. So they all talk about SEO, unlimited bandwidth, 30 minutes of video storage, 24/7 customer support, drag and drop editor, contributors, so 2 on the team or unlimited with the other plans, SSL security, so this is HTTPS, Squarespace extensions, which are these third-party tools to help you just add in different elements to the website. Custom merch is on everything. You can get professional email from Google on the higher plans, and then complete customization with CSS and JavaScript if you want to have more flexibility and start to use a bit of code on your website. Now, the marketing audience management is this email subscribers, collect unlimited email subscribers, maintain profiles and segment your audience. We'll scroll down a little bit here. So if you want to go into commerce, then the personal one is not for you. We need to start talking about business plans and above here. So it just depends on what you want to do when it comes to commerce. Now, with a lot of website builders these days, or any kind of platform, in the past, a lot of the platforms started out as a very specific niche. So Squarespace, hey, we build websites. We had lead pages where it says we create lead pages. Samcart, we have checkouts. But it seems like a lot of these platforms now want to become the all-in-one solution for people, which is going to help Squarespace, let's say, retain more users if people like the email marketing software inside of Squarespace, if people like the memberships inside of Squarespace, where it becomes this all-in-one solution for whatever it is you want to do. So we're just going to explore this part of it because it's such an important part when it comes to email marketing. So you might want to use a third-party tool like MailChimp or MailerLite, but this is the option coming from Squarespace. So with this email marketing software, what you're going to have is newsletter templates. We're going to have the editing here where it's drag and drop, no coding necessary, just drag in text, use the templates that they have. And then audience management, where you can track the users and have all the users inside, and you can segment them based on if they are just email subscribers or if they have bought something from you. We have analytics. And then what we're talking about here is something a little bit more advanced. And this is where we kind of automation. This is a key point. So this is an easier way to build relationships with your audience. Use automated emails to welcome subscribers and send them a new member discount. Now, you can also just send a series of emails using the Squarespace email software. So let's say somebody subscribes to you, you send them a welcome email. You can then follow up in 3 days, 6 days, etc. You can send them an email a day, all automated. Now, let's talk about pricing because this is an added on feature. So we have Starter at $5 a month, Core 10, Pro 24, Max 48. And this is basically how many emails you can send out per month and how many campaigns you can send out per month. So if you're sending out a lot of campaigns, it's unlimited. This max plan at $48, what I find really interesting is that you have unlimited subscribers. So it's not based on the number of subscribers that you have, like most email marketing software is. And a key part of this is that you own your email list. Therefore, you can export the data. If you don't like Squarespace, if you start using it and you don't like it, you can export the emails and start using a different platform, and vice versa. If you start on a different platform and want to use Squarespace, you can import people into this software. And then let's just say you want to use MailChimp. I'll leave a link to this article where it talks about how you can do that. Okay, let's say that you are a coach and you want to schedule meetings online and take payment for them, or you want to offer a free consultation, let's say. This is another tool that Squarespace has where if this works for you, you don't need a third-party tool. But a third-party tool that's really popular with people is Calendly. And I'll leave a link to that in the description. And again, you can use that tool and embed it on your Squarespace site, or you can use their internal product here. And it's just like other online scheduling platforms where you promote your availability. You can stay organized by it linking to different calendars you have. You can save time because it allows you to then customize appointments, send reminders, etc., and then get paid. So people can pay you through this scheduling software. And this is an added feature. Therefore, there's some price points here. Emerging, $16 a month. Growing, $27, and Powerhouse, $49. Lots of pricing tiers on Squarespace. But you can have a quick look at this and just see, okay, this is what I need. Do I need text reminders, gift certificates, subscriptions, multiple time zones for staff locations, etc.? If not, Emerging is going to work for you. And then the last feature we're going to look at before getting inside the website builder is member areas. So it says here, sell your content with a membership website. And again, we can use the integrated member area, which is going to just easily link to your Squarespace site because it's their native software. Or we can use something like Teachable, or we can use something like Webflow and MemberStack. But again, this is going to allow you to think, okay, is this going to work for me if I want to have member areas on my website? Just want to point your attention to this. Sell membership access to online courses and classes, videos, paid newsletters, communities, and more. So what we're doing here is we can sell membership access for the content that we create and keep that behind a paid wall for those who purchase these memberships. The important point here, it talks about how we can sell online courses. So from virtual yoga classes to writing workshops, digital networking events, one-to-one coaching, basically we can sell online courses using this. And we made a video on how to get paid using newsletters, a no-code business idea. Again, we'll leave a link to that in the description, but they're suggesting, hey, we can do this as well through Squarespace. And we're going to look at pricing plans again. Again, it depends. Number of member areas. So you might have 3 different member area courses based on what you do. You'll need the core plan. If you have more, we'll need the pro plan. Transaction fees are involved here, 7%, 4%, 1%. One thing that's great, some limited members, they don't care the number of members that you have. And then I'll leave a link to this so you can just explore this a little bit further to see if it's going to work for you. So a good way to think about Squarespace at this stage is that, okay, we have our basic pricing plan where we have access to the website builder. But if we want to have scheduling, email newsletters, member areas, then these are added features. And these are features that most website builders are going to say, hey, you need a third party to do this. You need to go to Teachable if you want to sell online courses. You might need to use MailChimp for email. You might need to use Calendly for scheduling. But the idea here is that you can do everything integrated in Squarespace. Okay, let's finally look at the website builder because that's what most people need. And they've added in an extra feature recently that I'm excited to show you. But what I did was I just went through the initial process. I said, I want to do memberships. I want to do services where professional services, what we offer. You know, let's say that we do consultancy for AI in businesses, but we also sell memberships here. We offer services for this, and we want to promote ourselves using the website. So when we did that, it says, look at this. We have 2 templates and a link over here where you can build your own template. So basically what it's saying, based on this, these are the templates that we recommend. And then up here, it says change the colors, create a portfolio page, add e-commerce. You can make any template do what you want. It only takes seconds to style and add features. So that's the key part. The template is like your building base. You can change it around as much as you want, but I always think it's good to start with a template. Then we can preview this one called Bloom. We'll preview it very quickly. Here it is. So this is what it looks like. You can switch to tablet, you can switch to mobile, and then you can go back to this and say, oh, this is what the website is going to look like. And then what we can do, start with this design. And it's going to set things up for us. We need to create an account. We're going to name our site AI Wizard Services. Press continue. then this is when it's going to ask us some questions. You can sell this. It's like, okay, cool. We can drive traffic, like great. Power online store, what we talked about. Get started. Here we are. Now, when you're doing this, there's an assistant over here that's going to go through it and say, hey, do you need help with this? Let us help you with it. But let's close that down for now. Click on the X, and then we're back on the page. Now, if we click over here, we've got design, and this is basically where we can style the page. So we can say, these are the colors I want, these are the fonts that I want, etc. So we click Site Styles, and over here we have fonts that we can change. So we can switch this to, let's just go with this. For now, I'm just going to change all of the headings on this, all of the links, and also the text too. We can just decide what we want to use here. Let's just go with something a little bit more like Cormorant Garamond. Click that, and then it's changed it for us. And then we can get specific here with the headings, the paragraphs, the buttons, and just types of miscellaneous stuff too. We can increase the font size like that to make it bigger, bring it down like that. I won't go into that too much. But then also we can change colors and say, all right, let's just change our palette here and go with a different kind of palette. And this is what I like. You can just go, let's go for this color. And then it changes the buttons and the blues and the backgrounds. I don't like to overthink this too much. Start with the color you like and then just go with it. And the palettes are based on colors that go well together. And now we're in the editing screen. And SquareSpace is all about sections and blocks. Drag and drop. We can add images in here. We can add stuff, text, wherever we want to do it. We can edit this section and see the different background choices that we can use. We can change the image if we want to change the image, etc. And then at any time, we can just click a section here and say AI Wizard Services and just add in our text here. Now, I don't like the way that this looks in terms of it's just a big section here. There's a Join Now button. What we can do instead is maybe add in a section here where it's about how to get more people into the email. So like a lead magnet that we can have here in exchange for someone's email address. And then we can do that by adding a section. So we can say, let's just use this form here. Let's say it's going to add this in section here. And then we can style this the way that we want to style it. So we talked about how before, instead of saying subscribe to our newsletter in a different video on the channel, we can say, hey, get this free guide or get this free mini course if you sign up. And then you can get this if you enter your email address. And you can see this section that's already been added in here is the membership section, where we can say we've got the beginner's guide for free, the monthly membership, or the annual membership. If you are selling memberships, then that's something you can use here. Now, we might want to edit the site header and just change the logo that we can have in here, the different elements that we have as well. We might not want a button. We might want social links instead. We can just edit all of this, change the different types of menus in here too. Again, it's just about clicking on this and adding different things in where we want it to be. Now, if we go back into the main menu, we have pages here. We have the commerce side and the marketing side. So if we click some of these things, the marketing, this is like going into the email marketing campaign here. Like I said before, we can import email subscribers into this. And then it basically just says there's 3 things you need to do. You need to give your site visitors a way to subscribe. So you build a landing page with a form. You can add promotional pop-ups to your site too. And you can import existing email subscribers. And then if we click pages, this is where the different pages show up. And then we can add different pages. And this is the main navigation area. So this is what's coming up here. Now with the program, if we click on this one here, then it's going to have the different submenus based on that program. So we go back to pages here. Now, if we click on this one-to-one coaching page, then what we can see here is that it builds out a page for us based on what we offer one-to-one. And here we can see it's got monthly memberships or annual memberships. We can go back to the online classes to see what it includes here. And what I like to do is just go through this and just to see what they set up in terms of the pages when it comes to this. So what their template is showing us, and then add to that. based on, okay, we need some more features about this. We need some testimonials. We need to add in some extra details so that we can add this on here. And then what I did here was to set up the scheduling page. And what we're going to do here is just to do the URL as well, AI Wizard. Go next. And this is going to set us up for us. So the first one is consultation, 60 minutes. It's going to be $120. It's an appointment one-to-one. We click next. And then we add in our availability. Let's just say we're available Monday, Tuesday at those times. Go next. And then what we have to do is to connect payment systems. So we either need to connect Stripe, Square, or PayPal, so then people can use our payment systems in order to book these appointments with us. I'm just going to click later. And then what we do is we have this back end of what it looks like when it comes to the scheduling services. And what we need to do is design this page, share it as well, that they like to do. We can add more appointment types. And then this is our little page, aiwizard.as.me. We can copy a link. And let's just see if it's built something out there. This is what it looks like. So we can choose our appointment here. So this is the page, what it looks like. Click this time, continue, and then people can fill out this information and make an appointment with us. What I recommend doing is when signing up to Squarespace, have a good look at the different templates they have on offer. These are the best matches, but then we can go down and see different templates too. Now you can add in sections like we talked about before. So let's say it's a template of a blog, but you want to add in some one-to-one sections. You can easily add that in using the sections inside the Squarespace backend. Now I do want to show you this, okay? There's a little button here on this side, a lightning button. If we click that, it's Squarespace AI in beta mode. What it does is it creates writing for us based on prompts. So instead of using Chat GPT and then copy and pasting it in, we can do it right on this. So I just say helpful resource weeks, create a short paragraph for selling people on helpful resource links that come out weekly, okay? And we click generate, and it's basically written a long paragraph for us. But AI with service to understand that learning doesn't end with the last bell or final lecture. That's where we go extra mile to provide our students a valuable list of online resources every week. So you can see here is creating that text for us. And then down here, what I like is that we can say, all right, let's shorten that. It's too long. Let's make it short. It's going to shorten it for us. Okay, so that is the overview of Squarespace and the different features that it has within the platform. And if these features work for you and you're selling one-to-one lessons, you're selling online courses, you have an email list, and you think, okay, these are going to work for me, then you can do everything inside of Squarespace. But you might be thinking, I want something a little bit better when it comes to email, or something a bit more complex when it comes to online courses. That's where you can branch out and say, okay, I want to build it with Webflow and with MemberStack for the online courses. I want to integrate MailChimp into this website. Now, I did mention before that we'll have a little tip at the end for you when it comes to designing sites. And it's this, 2 tips. Start with the first-time visitor in mind. So when you design a website, think, what does the first-time visitor need to do on this website? It might be to buy your course, to schedule a consultancy with you, to join your email list. And then craft the website so that you lead people in to doing that. So start with that first-time visitor, and therefore craft the website in order that you lead people into taking that action you want them to take. Okay, so that is our overview of Squarespace. I think it's great for local businesses, building a local business page, for people who want to blog, for people who want to promote their online presence. And these days, it can also work as an all-in-one solution for people who want to monetize their content or sell their services online. But again, let us know your thoughts. Have you used Squarespace? Do you recommend this platform? Have you got a better platform in mind when it comes to building sites with no-code tools? If so, let us know. And speaking of no-code tools, check out our free guide on no-code tools. That is in the description. And if you want to dig in and dive in and get some really good training on how to build apps and websites or anything online with no-code tools, then check out our premium courses. We have a 7-hour tutorial on how to use Webflow to design websites. We have courses on AI, how to integrate AI into apps, courses on Bubble, courses on Glide, and so much more. And one last thing, if you found this useful, then like it, share it with a friend. If you're new here, subscribe. If you want to stick around on YouTube, then check out some of the other videos that we've made. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now.